A lot of people didn't like this scene in Thor Love and Thunder, so give it a watch and let me know what you think.
Anyone here have battle experience? Well, no time to learn like the present.
Whosoever holds these weapons believes in getting home, if they be true from heart, is therefore worthy of power. General Axel, lead your army to that axe.
Shalom Akim. First, I want to say all praises goes to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, Elsewhere Millstone. Salutations to the Akim that pushing this word, and also saying honesty, the hopeful elect. Shalom. My name is Korah Allah. Lord willing, lessons edifying. As you saw in the beginning, a lot of people did not like this scene in the movie Thor Love and Thunder. I don't know how many brothers saw the movie, but I actually saw most of it because I slept through a lot of it. Now that movie was madness. The movie basically pushed an agenda. You know, everyone is accepted, no matter the race, no matter the sex, matter the beliefs, all right? You know, don't matter if you was a man or a woman or whatever you identified as, you were accepted. And that's basically what the movie pushed, all right? Madness. Now, the people are saying they did not like this part in Thor Love and Thunder, but this was the best part of the movie, and it also proves that, you know, the Lord is not dealing with everybody, all right? Because Thor is basically a knockoff. First of all, if you watch him with a spiritual eye, which these people aren't, they're totally asleep, all right? They're totally asleep, and that statement proves it. Okay, not everyone liked this scene in Love and Thunder. The movie is designed for zombies. Okay, now if you watch it with a spiritual eye, then you will see that Thor is knockoff for Yahweh Shai. All right, and Zeus would be a knockoff of the Most High Yahweh. All right, now in this particular part in the movie, it was the only part that was on point according to the scriptures. All right, because Yahweh Shah is going to give that spiritual power to his elect men. Okay, they doing kids and girls and, you know, things like that, but I had to zoom in on this character right here because he represented a Negro, a so-called Negro. He represented Judah, Benjamin, Levi. He represented the nation, the elect men of Israel. Okay, so Esau actually threw something right into the movie, and the people hated on it. Why? Because it was some righteousness in the movie. So this was the best part of the movie, you know. With that being said, I'll just go ahead and pull out a few scriptures. This is Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go thereat. So when it says enter ye in at the straight gate, straight, when you go into that word straight, is going into narrow, right? But it's also going in is twofold, really, because it's going into a position of difficulty, you know. And when you enter this truth, it's a position of difficulty, you know. And when something's difficult, no one wants to do it. Everyone wants the easy way out. All right. And how is it difficult? Because of the trials and tribulations we have to face, and the adversities that we have to face. The test, basically, it's a test to purify the elect. Okay, so you go through that fire like gold goes through the fire. So the elect is purified and worthy of the blessings, which one of the blessings they brought out in Thor, Love and Thunder is that spiritual power. All right. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. And that was an example, because everyone is saying they didn't like this part in the movie. This is the best part of the movie. All right. If you watch anything else with kids with powers, you would love it. Like if you watch Saving Dion, Stranger Things, you know, people love seeing things with kids with powers. So now they showed you the kids being given power by their so-called God to fight off demons, you know. And that's really representing the elect. And that's why people really hate on it in their spirit, because in their spirit they know it's actually a righteous thing, you know. This is Revelations 22:12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his works shall be. And that who's coming quickly? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's who we're waiting upon. All right. And how is he coming quickly? Because that's one of the final prophecies, and we see all the prophecies coming to pass. You know, the uproars of the people, earthquakes in diverse places, wars and rumors of wars. Okay, famines, pestilence. We see Tom Jacob's trouble steadily approaching. And also the sea Ragma. We can't forget about that. And all these things are coming to pass. And ultimately what's going to happen is the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is going to come. Is going to be sent from the Father, Yahweh. And he's going to come quickly. And he's going to deliver the elect men and people, men, women, and child, the elect, starting with the 144,000, which are the prophets. Going to deliver them and give them the reward, which the reward is the kingdom and salvation, and part of that reward is going to be spiritual powers. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. What work? The Lord's work. Going out there in the highways and byways and prophesying, obeying the laws to the best of your ability. All right, doing the duties of man. This is Isaiah 40, and I'll start at 31. But they that wait upon the Lord, right, we wait because he's coming quickly. So they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. And what's that talking about? That's spiritual powers. Mounting up as an eagle, the ability to fly, renew your strength. Okay, so now you're stronger. And it says they shall run and not be weary. So now you're faster, and they shall walk and not faint. And you don't grow tired. So what's that talking about? That's spiritual powers, man. Just running through a few scriptures straight to the point, and then that'll be the lesson. Jeremiah 51:20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And how is this going to be possible? The Lord's going to give us the spiritual powers, like you saw in Thor: Love and Thunder. They had the whatever weapons they had in their hand, axe, sword, whatever it was, and they had the powers to destroy. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. See, Esau knows about the scriptures, all right? These directors, movie producers, they know about the scriptures. You read about King David, you read about Samson, and all the great things that these people have done. You got King David and his mighty men. All right, you read about it, and you might not think it's possible, but it is possible. Anything is possible through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. And Esau knows that. This is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. All right? So I'll read it again. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, the western hemisphere, which this is where this truth started first coming out of. And his glory from the rising of the sun. Right, because when the Lord comes in his glory, he's coming from the rising of the sun, from the east. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, and that enemy coming in like a flood is going into martial law, it's going into those military troops that's going to come in like a flood against the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Okay? Shall lift up a standard against him. And what's that standard going into? That spiritual power. Okay? A form of deliverance. All right. So that standard is gonna be lifted up, whether it's by spiritual power, whether it's by chariots, whatever form it is, man. It's gonna be a deliverance there, and mainly it's going into that spiritual power. Okay. That's basically the point. Okay, that scene in Thor: Love and Thunder was spiritual, but the world, of course, the world would hate it, and because the world's not spiritual, it's only for a certain few, and it's a spirit. And Lord will, I'm a man of the Lord. I checked out this movie, and it was folly. All right, it was folly, and this was the only good part about the movie. If you're looking from a spiritual aspect, I want to say all praise goes to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, Bashim Hakwadash, the Honorable Apostles, Oscar Millstone. Salutations to the Akhmate pushing this word, sage and honesty. Shalom.